This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Florida Gators. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Checking in with the Gamecocks head coach before the game. Guys, he told me that his quarterback deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Not only is he taking care of the ball and done a great job through the passing attack, he is devastating in the rushing game. He's been unstoppable this season in the red zone, a true dual-threat quarterback. I'll keep you posted on how he continues to rise in that Heisman conversation. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the Gators headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. He'll be out of bounds at the 23 after gambling and bringing it out of the end zone. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It's Clark. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, one of the reasons why it's hard to run against this defense is because of that guy right there. He's one of the best D tackles in the game, and he's got tremendous explosiveness, quicks. He's strong at the point of attack. He can shed blocks, and he completely ate that last run up.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Sellers to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Clark. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
He's got him. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. And you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Got a big paw up there and knocks it down incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So
converts on 4th down, still going. There he goes to the left. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. start on the ground with Jaden Ball. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Jones wants to throw it. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And sometimes as a quarterback, man, you're sitting on that sideline and you watch the other guy go out and just deal, right? And put together a drive, score a touchdown, and you want to come out and you want to answer and you want to be aggressive. And sometimes you take shots, sometimes you force things. So I would recommend to him, just stay within the offense, take what the defense gives you. Don't be too aggressive.
There he goes. Open it up. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Stealing a score on special teams.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof, and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Finding open areas. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Off play action on 1st down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football somewhere.
Jones to throw. Puts it out of the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Has to uncork this one off his back foot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. He's going to run it. At the 45 on his way. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Grab near the marker. It's Harbor. Open space at the 25. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Jones wants to throw it. With the catch, it's Ball. Still on his feet at the 45. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make the catch. He's going to make people miss, use his speed to make big plays.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Just keeps slinging it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The kick is on its way. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
Throwing Sellers. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
You know, a big part of a quarterback's accuracy is his ability to step into throws. To be accurate, you've got to be able to be on balance, stepping in and following through. Because of that pass rush, that QB had no shot.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and look for room. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
After that sack, the offensive line better get its stuff together. Stuff, you know what I mean by stuff. Third down. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not a lot of room to field this one. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll stop play here as they have a look at this injured Gamecock. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Sellers unloads to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Bennett. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hook up there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play. The linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Intercepted. Yes, even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Florida! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's Sellers to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. 1st down and 10. to throw it again, and why not? Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Throwing Sellers. There's the pressure. Had to start that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Sellers. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
There he goes. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
And, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. They'll try to run for it. All they needed was a few inches, and the defense was not having it. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? Fourth down, Sellers. Escapes the pressure going right. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Sellers to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
And the D denied them on second and goal. Pushes ahead. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, South Carolina! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Plows through the defense. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Pressure coming. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll run play action. Right on the money. Turning it on. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that Bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with Stanford taking on the number 16, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the home squad engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Picked off, not the second half start they'd hoped for. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Throwing Sellers. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. It's complete. Knocked down for the tackle.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop as a opponent.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single...
And he loses the football on the return. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Man, you talk about a helpless feeling. When you're the guy who fumbled and you're watching that thing roll towards the sidelines, you're like, please get out of bounds, and it does. I'll tell you what, the offense has the lead. That was a big-time play for that thing to get out of bounds and not cost them a turnover.
Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Sellers. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. He'll throw it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Gonna let it fly. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback. Throws toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches. Palmer, nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed to stretch the field vertically, get into the end zone quickly, and be a great target for you? That's every quarterback's dream.
South Carolina, 31 or 13.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Here's Sellers to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
And, man, does he keep you honest. Just a guy that can run the football, that can make plays with his legs. You've seen it throughout the day. Listen, this wasn't a big play, but it can be death by 1,000 cuts. He just continues to scramble, make plays, make you defend his feet for a whole game.
That's caught. It's Sellers. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots. And that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now. And he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Gonna take a shot. Got it down the field. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And this QB and wide receiver, like, they are in lockstep. They know exactly where they're going to be. QB really trusting his receiver to make plays. And if I'm him, I'm just going to keep finding him, because so far the defense has had zero answer for this 1-2 combination.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Throwing Sellers. Going for 6. To the end zone and is picked off. Past the 50. At the 30. The tag. Touchdown Gator. A pick 6.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week, as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Complete to start this drive. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Sellers. Throws to the back. Makes the catch. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Here's a heat. And down he goes.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Thanks to grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the grab on the right. Brought down after the huge gain, gets this offense set up at the 27.
Guys, with that catch, he has now eclipsed the 200-yard receiving mark. He has been virtually uncoverable the entire game. No matter where they've lined him up, it doesn't matter who they've lined him up against, he has won time and time again. He's showing you why he is such a weapon in this offense.
Going to try to get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They've got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
Here's Sellers to throw. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Gators sending the offense back to work.
Mike 53. Mike 53.
Jones to throw. Fires to the big fella.
You know, at this point in the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You've got to be more aggressive in the passing game. You're going to have to just start taking shots.
The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Creates a little space. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Offense going to be challenged to protect on 3rd down after that last sack. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
When you got a weapon this good at tight end, a quarterback, you've got to look his way, especially in this area of the field. Because remember, it's the red zone where these windows are so small. Nice job getting the completion.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the beatdown has ensued. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Jones wants to throw it. Dumps it to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's ball. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. He's looking to pass. Makes the grab. It's Pryor. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to fourth.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it.
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
And how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. That is the exclamation point, and they remain perfect.
And a running game can be really hard to